What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Upper Tier Podcast. This is your Pro Wrestling Weekly on NXT. We are 48 hours removed from NXT Gold Rush Week 1, Week 2 being next week, of course. And what a week it has been. Overall, my personal opinion of the show, it was good. Was it amazing? No. Did some of the results surprise me? Yes, they did. And we will get right into it. Obviously, kicking off the show, we had Chelsea Green and Ethan Page versus Joe Hendry and Thea Hale for the AAA Mixed Tag Team Championships. I actually really liked this match, and I thought it was a perfect match to kick off. I don't think Chelsea Green has ever had a bad match. I think all of her matches have been absolutely phenomenal. That woman gives 110%, 120% every single time she sets foot in a ring, and it shows. Obviously, Chelsea Green and Ethan Page walking out still your mixed tag team champions. I'm kind of hoping we get a rematch. I really enjoyed this match, and I think both Chelsea and Ethan have been doing phenomenal work over the past few months, and I really hope to see more of it in the very near future. Next up, we've got Sol Ruca versus Blake Monroe for the Women's North American Championship. This was a rematch, obviously. A few weeks back, Blake Monroe won the title due to Sol Ruca being injured and Sol's best friend Zarya stepping in and saying, "I'll defend the title for you." Obviously, Blake Monroe won that match. So Sol Ruca, it was only right that she got her rematch. This was a brilliant match. I think Blake Monroe has been a phenomenal talent since joining NXT, and I said it time and time again. She reminds me of another wrestler called Mariah May, and they actually look quite alike. But we'll get into that another time, you know. We were seeing a different side to Blake Monroe, a very evil side, and once again, shades of Mariah May. And only real wrestling fans know. This was a brilliant match overall. I absolutely love these two women. They're two of my top 5 in NXT without a doubt at the moment. Obviously, Blake Monroe attacking the knee and putting Sol Ruca in a submission that then caused Zarya to throw the towel in. Obviously, everyone knows when you throw the towel in, it calls for the match to end. So obviously Blake Monroe retained the title, which I'm not mad about. I've been enjoying her reign so far, and I hope she has a long reign. Would I like to see Sol Ruca get the title back eventually? 1000%. But for now, I think glamour is forever. Next up, we got Oba Femi, former NXT champion, confronting current NXT champion Ricky Sainz, saying some pretty controversial things, you know, like, "I'm your daddy and I run NXT," and he wants his title back. So I said it last time on NXT that it's kind of become a common occurrence that all champions or former champions are getting their rematches, you know. Oba Femi's getting his rematch. Sol Ruca got her rematch. Jacy Jayne got her rematch. We'll get into that in a bit, you know. It's kind of become a common occurrence, and I don't really like it. It takes away from, let's say, the speciality and all that sort of stuff, you know. Fresh opponents, new opponents. There's nothing wrong with that. Let that happen. Like, you know, we don't need rematches. We don't want to see them. Maybe once is okay, but over and over again, it's just sickening and boring. So it looks like Obafemi will get his rematch in the next few weeks. Kind of hoping Ricky will retain, but we will find out when that match happens. Next up, we got Dark State versus Javon Evans and Leon Slater for the NXT Tag Team titles. Not gonna lie, over the past few weeks, I have not been a big fan of Dark State. I thought they're very boring, just bland. That's a chef reference. And yeah, just no personality really. But I'm not gonna lie, this match they proved me wrong. They're very good, they're very talented, and definitely the future of the tag team division without a doubt. Javon Evans and Leon Slater, two future world champions in their respective companies, NXT, WWE, and TNA. Two men are just phenomenal. I interviewed Leon Slater back a few months. If you haven't seen that, folks, do go out and check it. It is back on the channel. Just scroll back 2-3 months. It should be there. Give it a like, share it. The youngest in charge, Leon Slater, is a phenomenal person, and he was an absolute pleasure to talk to. And I'm very grateful that I got to talk to him. Overall, the match was brilliant. I think this was probably match of the night for me. Yeah. Finally, guys, let's talk about it. I don't want to talk about it, but we'll talk about it. Tatum Paxley versus Jacy Jayne in a rematch for the NXT Women's Championship. We lost a good one, folks. All seemed going according to plan very well. Jacy Jayne was about to hit Tatum Paxley with the NXT Women's Championship, but Tatum rolled out of the ring just as she turned around. She got attacked by none other than her best friend, Izzy Dame. So it looks like Izzy will be gunning for that NXT Women's Championship. So obviously that cost poor Tatum, and Jacy Jayne picked up the victory to become one of 4 in history to become 2-time NXT Women's Champions. I'm not happy about this, folks. I'm not happy one bit. I think Tatum Paxley was done so dirty, and I really hope Shawn Michaels hears this or listens to this or listens to the fans, that Tatum Paxley was done so dirty. For someone who has given their heart and soul to the company for the past 3 or 4 years, just like everyone else in NXT has, and that's not taken away from anything. But nobody expected Tatum to win in the first place. Everyone wanted her to, but didn't think she would. So when she did, everyone got so excited. Then not only do you have her lose the title, but you do her so dirty as to have her now officially be known as the shortest reign of the NXT Women's Champion at 24 days. 24 days. And now she will be known as the NXT Women's Champion with the shortest reign. That is dirty to do on her. And I think it was just bad out. I would have loved to see Tatum have a longer reign, a much longer reign in fact. I don't think the title needed to go back on Jacy at all. I think have her and Fatal Influence go another way, that would have been a lot better. But no, we had to make her a 2-time NXT Women's Champion, and for what? And that's not discrediting her first reign. Her first reign was phenomenal, but something fresh, and Tatum Paxley was that something fresh. So it will be interesting 100% to see what way things go now. Folks, we also have week 2 of Gold Rush next week, and I'm going to quickly shout out the matches. We've actually got a very good card for next week. Obviously, it was taped the same night as night 1, so spoilers are all over Twitter, but this is going to be spoiler free. I know the outcomes, I know the results, but I'm going to keep it as a surprise for you guys because I love each and every one of you. I know, I'm too kind. Anyway, we have got, for the TNA Knockouts Championship, Kalani Jordan versus Jordan Grace versus Li Ying Li. That will be a very good match. I'm very excited for that one. Jordan Grace being a former TNA Knockouts World Champion. Li Ying Li has not won a title in TNA, so could this be her time? We'll have to find out next week. We've got the Women's Speed Championship Tournament Finals. We got Fallon Henley versus Zarya. I'd love Zarya to win. I wouldn't mind Fallon Henley winning. We'll see the outcome next week. We have got Trick Williams versus Miles Bourne after Miles's attack on Trick Williams last week with a steel chair. We will find out who will come out on top next week as well. We have both Evolve championships on the line, the men's and women's. We got Jackson Drake versus Super Sean Legacy and Kendall Gray versus Laney Reed. I want Kendall Gray to retain, and I would love Sean Legacy to win the title. I think it's overdue. He should have been the first champion, so he should have. So I really hope he wins the title. And finally, Mr. Never Seen 17, John Cena, will announce the men's and women's Iron Survivor matches ahead of NXT Deadline on December 6th. That will be a not to miss episode of NXT next week. Folks, if you aren't subscribed to the channel, get subscribed. All the lads are pumping out content every single day of the week. And Pro Wrestling Weekly of a Tuesday or Wednesday. There's new videos going up on the channel every day, so hit that bell notification to know when we upload a video. Folks, I hope you enjoyed NXT this week. I hope you enjoy it next week, and we will review all next week. Until then, like, subscribe, and share. And that is your chef's kiss for the week.